Bharath Subramaniyam H opts for the Sicilian defense Nussdorf variation against Grebnev in this Dubai Open 2025 Round 5 matchup. On e4. On c5. Knight f3. On d6. On d4. Threatening pawn takes c5. On takes d4 played by Grebnev. Knight takes d4. Knight f6. Knight c3 entered in Sicilian defense Nussdorf variation. On a6. Queen d3. On e6. On g4. Knight takes g4. Rook g1. Threatening rook takes g4. Knight f6 played by Grebnev. Bishop g5. On h6 it is novelty move. Threatening pawn takes g5. Bishop d2 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Knight bd7. King castled queenside. On b5. On a3. Bishop b7. On f4. Queen b6. Grebnev is aiming to play Knight c5. Queen h3. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop g2 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Rook c8. On e5. Threatening pawn takes f6. On takes e5 played by Grebnev. Bishop takes b7. Knight c5. Threatening knight takes d3 check. Queen h3 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Queen takes b7. On takes e5. Knight fe4. Grebnev is preparing to play Knight f2. Queen g3. Knight takes d1 and establish a winning position. Knight takes e4 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Queen takes e4. Bishop b4. Queen takes e5. King b1. Bharath Subramaniyam H intends to play Rook ge1. Knight e4. Queen d3. Bishop takes b4. Rook takes e4. Queen d5. On takes b4 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop e7 played by Grebnev. Grebnev is planning to play Knight e4. Bishop takes e7. Knight f2. Queen f3. Knight takes d1 and take decisive advantage. Knight f3 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Bharath Subramaniyam H is aiming to play Knight takes e5. On g6. Rook de1. Rook d8. Rook g2. King castled kingside. Knight takes g6. On takes g6. Rook takes g6 check. King f7 and take decisive advantage. Queen f5 played by Grebnev. Threatening queen takes h3. Queen takes f5 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. On takes f5. Bishop takes c5. Bishop takes c5. Rook takes g7. King e7. Rook g3. Rook cd8. Threatening rook takes d1 check. Rook f1 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. On f4. Threatening pawn takes g3. Rook g4 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Bishop e3. Knight h4. On h5. Threatening pawn takes g4. Rook g2 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. King e6. Knight f3. Rook hg8. Threatening rook takes g2. Rook e2 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Rook g4. On c3. King f5. Grebnev is preparing to play. King e4. On c4. Pawn takes c4 and take decisive advantage. King c2 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. King e4. Grebnev's idea is to play on h4, on b4, on h3, knight e1, on f6, on a4, on takes a4, on c4, rook g5 and dominate the board. Knight e1 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. On h4 pause the video and find the best move for Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Rook f3 is the right idea because Rook g1, Rook h3, Rook f1, on a4, Rook f2, Rook takes f2 still Bharath Subramaniyam H is losing. Let's explore the main variation. On h4. On h3 is not the best move played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Threatening pawn takes g4. Rook g3 played by Grebnev. Grebnev's idea is to play on f3. Knight takes f3. Rook takes f3 and gain a significant edge. Knight g2 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Rook f3 pause the video and find the best move for Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Rook fe1 is the right idea because Rook takes h3. On a4. King f5. Knight takes e3 check. Rook takes e3. Rook takes e3 still Bharath Subramaniyam H is losing. Let's go to the main line. Threatening rook takes f4 check. Rook f3 played by Grebnev. Threatening rook takes f1. Rook h1 slightly worse move played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Rook f2. Grebnev is looking to play. Rook takes e2 check. King b3. Rook takes g2. Rook a1. On f3. On a4. Rook g5. Rook f1. On takes a4 check. King takes a4 and establish a winning position. Rook takes f2 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. Bishop takes f2. Rook f1. Threatening rook takes f2. Bishop g3 played by Grebnev. Grebnev is aiming to play on f3. Knight takes h4. Bishop takes h4 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight e1 played by Bharath Subramaniyam hai. King e3 a masterful performance by Grebnev.